Hello, welcome to the Armory Show. I'm Alex Marsh, joined by my co-host for the evening, Morgan Leeds Morris. How's it going, Morgan?
You said I mustn't mention the name, and then you go and do it. You want me to be? You want a hit to be put out on me. I'm not allowed to say that name during the show, so. There you go.
Yep, it's all right. You're wearing an Arsenal top. You're representing. That's the main thing.
Yeah. Although it's white, so it could be, Yeah.
It's all right. Yeah. The badge is there. We've seen it now. It's back to winning ways.
Yes, lovely. I just want to say one thing. The thing that I'm enjoying most, I cannot find anywhere in Cape Town or on the show a gooner who's willing to suggest that Arsenal could win the title. But it's nice to know that the pundits are beginning to believe, and so we all know it's a tough road, but it's lovely to find kindred spirits somewhere, if not on the show. Sadly,
are we going to win the league?
I'm confident that we are. The bookies are. They keep vacillating. There was 1 week we were favorites to take it, but then City was dropping points everywhere, and then they kind of had a little recovery, and so Man City are again the favorites according to the bookies. So it's a good time to get some more money on Arsenal, to bet some more money on Arsenal and make a few more pennies.
Have you bet on Arsenal winning the league already?
I have every season. This is the first season where I could actually, and it was lovely. I bet when we were it was early in the season, we were at 11-1. So there's some good money to be made when we win the title.
I bet on Arsenal win the title last season.
And then
that one didn't come off.
And you didn't even have a good faith bet. You weren't even willing to put like £5 in them.
No, I put in £100, 40-1. So it would have been quite nice. Put it out both ways as well. So I think I would.
There was money to be made.
A reasonable amount of money at 40-1 both ways. £4,000. That would have been a nice payday. But it's just...
no. I am for the first time. I've been betting for about 10 years. So for the first time, there's a chance that I'm going to make some money back and make up the losses for the last decade.
Yeah, I'm generally not really a betting man, to be honest. But
I make two bets a year. One is on Arsenal winning the Premiership, and then normally it's on Nadal winning the French Open. Those are the two things I bet on, and it's not a lot of money. So I am not a problem better. No one's going to come bust my kneecaps. But those are the two things I like to bet on. And this year, for the first time, I think with Nadal, he's going to be sort of a rank outsider. So there's maybe a few pennies there to be made as well.
No one's going to bust your kneecaps. You wait till they realise you can support Leeds.
There we go again.
Anyway. Moving on. On the show tonight, we've got.
I must show you. I must put that. Wait! I haven't done so. Wait. Let me just do my job. So I have to just present.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I can tell you anyway.
Yes. Now you've done this before. You've done this before.
It's not my first rodeo. We've got the anagram. Oh, that was good timing. We've got the anagram to start off the show, then the weekend results. We'll talk about the Leicester match. We've got audience questions, but if you've got questions throughout the show, just feel free to ask them, and we'll put them up. So we're actually going to scrub the audience question section from the show now. So it's just to really get you guys more involved.
Wait, Alex, just make it clear. We are going to take audience questions, and there's still a prize to be won. There's still prizes to be won. We're just not designating a little a specific time slot to it.
Yeah, exactly that. Then we've got a quiz, and then we'll look to the week of the month ahead, and we'll announce the prize winner of the question of the show at the end. Don't forget to check out Ronnie's podcast as well. Link to that's on our Facebook page.
You are way ahead of me this evening.
Ronnie's podcast for everything Arsenal. A deep dive into to all stuff related to Arsenal. We'll start off with the anagram, which is a good one tonight. Broth convoking nirvanas.
I know that those are all words, but I don't think they belong together though. But
Not really.
unless you kind of have a bit of a Macbethian flavor, and who knows? Who knows?
If you've got any ideas what that is, guys, just post it in the comments.
I can tell you this much: it's not etu.
Post it in the comments if you get it, guys. Right, well, we should invite our guests on, I suppose. So,
I'm going to add them both.
We've got Stephen. How's it, Stephen?
Hello.
And we've got Wolfie, the Doubter Witten.
Shalom.
How's it, bro?
Shalom. I'm good. How are you guys?
Good, thanks, mate. Yeah, good to have you back,
Thank you.
as always. Awesome. Any ideas on the anagram, guys, before we get going?
Any wild guesses there? Wolfie, Stephen?
No. Nirvanas? No.
Nope.
Right.
Okay.
This is
I'm
high
sure
grade for me,
Warren.
man.
I'm sure Warren will come up with one.
Warren, just WhatsApp me so I can look smart.
Okay, there we go.
Excellent. Right. Okay. We'll get on with the show. The weekend results to start with, which bit of a mixed bag, really. Fulham drawing it against Wolves. Everton losing again to Villa. Sean Dyche been found out already, maybe. West Ham battering Forest there. That was a much needed win for them. City doing their thing again, annoyingly.
Oh, we skipped one. Have
we?
What? What are you talking about here, man?
What? Have I skipped one? Right, okay. United and Newcastle's postponed. What? Have I skipped one?
What?
The one sitting next to West Ham and Nottingham Forest. The game that Southampton played against another team.
Oh, I'm getting to that. I'm going left to right, left column first, top to bottom, and then right column, top to bottom. Anyway, Newcastle Brighton postponed. I'll talk about the Leicester Arsenal game in a bit.
This lad can't keep his excitement here, I see, Alex.
The Millwall of the North beat Southampton 1-0. And then Palace held Liverpool. So we'll go back to that Everton one. Do you reckon Sean Dyche has been found out already? Has he been found out?
It's a tough one. We'll see after we play them. You know.
Yeah.
We'll see after we play them. Yeah? It's going to be interesting. It's a game. I'm actually worried about that game, man. I'm worried about that game because they beat us and we should take advantage. We are the home team, but I just don't trust Sean Dyche and his tactics.
It's the low block, isn't it? He'll execute that, and he'll put everyone back behind the ball and hope that he'll nick something on a cheap free kick or a cheap corner. He'll aim to kick us off the pitch, I imagine, which is the classic Sean Dyche sort of style.
That was just the new manager bump there against us. They played out of their skin. I
think so too.
But that's is that the third loss that they've had in a row now, or is it second?
They lost against Liverpool after our game. They lost against Liverpool.
Yeah.
And now again, who was the other loss against?
I can show you the table.
Maybe this is the second one.
I think it's the second straight loss.
It's not looking good for them, is it? They're still Still in the bottom three. West Ham needed to claw themselves out, so that was a good win for them. And they absolutely battered Forest, didn't they?
It was a good win. It was a...
Yeah. Do you think Leeds will avoid the drop? I'm gonna mention Leeds.
You're allowed to. I'm not allowed to.
It's still a very, very long way to go.
Yeah.
They're still in the danger zone.
Have they got
suggest something? Can I suggest something about that team?
What?
You're not making any bets here, sir, please.
Okay, no. All I'm saying is I'm going to ask a question. Can I ask it as a question?
Oh.
That way I don't get accused of, supporting anyone other than Arsenal. Do you think that the fact that they have scored 12 more goals than Everton puts them in a position to win more games and therefore avoid relegation?
Well, they need to stop conceding goals, don't they? That's the problem.
Personally, it was. They picked up a clean sheet, which is a good thing for them.
Yeah.
But they need to build on this victory now. Only the next game we'll able to see how is there some change in the way they play.
Yeah.
But it's a good start. I must say it's a good start for them under the new manager.
Yeah.
So it's a good start.
Yeah. I don't think you put the
I didn't.
Chelsea score in
my apologies. Let me just add that quickly. I thought I had done. Yes. My apologies.
And Stephen.
Yeah.
When will it end for Graham Potter? Will it end for Graham Potter?
Because that's the question that is asked me as well by.
Why should it end now? Because we're seeing a change in the way that clubs are giving responsibility to their managers. They seem to be giving them a little bit more time than they used to before the likes of Arteta and Klopp could have gone long ago if they were throwing managers under the bus like they used to. So give him another half a season.
Do you think the fans
give
will
him
give
another
him
half a season? Why not?
Be nice. Wouldn't it be nice if they fired him just about a week or so, the same week that we play them? Because we have
and then they get a new manager and then they beat us. Come on, man.
It should be the last game. It should be the last game.
Haven't they played 15 games and won, 2 games out of 15 or something?
Yeah.
Look, this whole story with Graham Potter is mixed feelings. They are making silly comparisons with Arteta. It's totally different. It's not fair to make these comparisons. Firstly, the comparisons is made because you don't want to be sacked.
You can't make the same comparison, surely. I mean,
it's impossible. It's like
isn't it?
Exactly. It's like when Arteta came in, they gave him 300 million to buy players. Arteta came in, he was stuck with a lot of donkeys. This guy's got world beaters, but that is also not the problem. It's difficult to be the manager at Chelsea now at the moment because they got an owner that he's another kind of Abramovich. They are buying players. The question is, are they really buying players that suit the manager? Because the owner said he doesn't have a say in it because the previous manager really exposed them. He lost his job because he opened up his mouth. He said he didn't want certain players, and they said no. They want the best players for the club. Yeah. So it's a catch-22. It's a catch-22 situation, man. It's difficult. Look, you've got to. If you're gonna get a manager in, you can't just buy somebody that doesn't suit the manager. The manager needs to come with his own players. It's only fair. How can you fire someone and you're buying players that just doesn't suit him? Doesn't make sense.
I heard that the owner flew out to meet. I don't know. Maybe it's just speculation. I'm not sure if it's just rumors. But he flew out to go and meet with Neymar's representatives. They want Neymar next season. Are they going to really throw that much money?
Can they afford to throw that much money?
It depends.
And you're going to allow the club to throw that much money and then fire your manager just because you're underperforming?
Neymar's never going to play for Graham Potter, though, is he?
Yeah, at the end of the day, they're going to get a top class manager, definitely. With the amount of money that they're throwing, they're going to get Zidane soon. Whether they think that the owner is backing the manager, you know how football works. It's all about supporters. Once the supporters had enough, they fire the guy immediately.
I think a lot of supporters have had enough, though, haven't they? I mean, I know quite a few Chelsea fans, and they've had enough already. It's just they can't. Some of them can't believe that he's still actually there. I mean, they are used to a whole 10, 11 year period or so of Abramovich hiring and firing managers on a whim, aren't they? So this is a bit unusual for them.
Yeah.
I just want to ask: are there sort of lessons to be taken? Do you think people are beginning to look at the idea? Because Chelsea had the reputation for you drop the manager very quickly. But are there lessons to be learned? And Wolfie, it's because of all the questions that Nazim is addressing to you about Arteta. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, but it's what
Arteta
Chelsea
and Den Haag are showing that maybe sometimes you just got to let the managers go through the bumpy period.
Yeah, but you see, it's what Chelsea want to do, and what Arsenal are doing is two opposite spectrums. Chelsea came out and they said they want the best players. They want to make Chelsea the best and the biggest football club in the world. In order to do that, they need the best players. What Arteta is doing is nurturing very, very good players that's got the potential to be the best. So it's two different kind of ball games. So what Arsenal is doing is, I agree with you. What they are doing, they're nurturing players and trying to get the best out of players and trying to compete and adding more experience into the squad. They're going to get results, but what Chelsea are doing, they want immediate success, and they're just going to keep on throwing money. I understand they got a lot of investors. That it's not just this American Toby, whatever his name is. It's not just his money. He's got a lot of investors in, but that's also down to the financial fair play. They need to sell players in order to have another big spending spree the next transfer window. So they're going to have to get some kind of a relationship with the manager that needs to build something. You can't just buy all these big players. This is not Real Madrid. Even they have a plan.
Okay. And surely a big name.
They've only had 3 points from their last 5 games, haven't they? I mean, it's just.
I can go
I'm
to
amazed
the
that they're still in the
table.
top 10.
I can go to the table and we can see what it's been a
3
terrible.
points from the last 5 games, which we look at our form and we go, well, we've had a little bit of a dip recently, but 7 points is our dip, and theirs is 3 points in the last 5 games. It's really not looking good for them. I mean, if I was Potter, I'd be looking for another job at this point.
There's just a couple of questions, Alex. Warren had a good one. I'm not sure if anybody's been on the phone with Arteta. Warren wants to know if anyone can give me an update on Jesus and Partey's fitness. I think Partey is back, though, isn't he?
Yeah,
Partey is back. Yeah, he played on the weekend, didn't he?
Yeah.
Came on as a sub.
There's also
a reasonable job.
That leads to this question from Shafi Collins, who wants to know, now that Partey is back, do you think that Arteta should play him over Jorginho? I had to hesitate because I couldn't remember how to pronounce that.
It's got a bit more. I was going to ask that question a little bit later on, but
I'm sorry, Alex. This is what happens if we don't sit down for the pre-event meeting and you take me through your questions.
I
prepped so hard for this as well.
Stephen, this one is on you. Imagine that Alex had just asked you that.
I know exactly what I would say. I would still start Jorginho over Partey now. Also depending on what team we're playing, because if we go into Everton, I would start him because Jorginho. He might give us. Yeah, he might be the decisive pass that sees us into the first goal. But if we 1-0 or 2-0 up, I would bring Partey on because he's strong enough to see us through to the end of the match without conceding.
Everton's physical presence concern you?
Because of the last match. Only because of the last match.
Would
against us.
Jorginho not have less physical presence than Partey on the pitch?
It's more about his attacking mindset over Partey's.
He's a better passer of the ball, isn't he? Much better passer of the ball than Partey.
I mean, with Shevchenko moving out of position so much, you sort of want Jorginho there to pick up the slack.
Shafiq also says, I'm not worried about Everton. So, yeah.
Wolfie, would you start Jorginho over Partey?
It's a difficult look. It's a fully fit Partey needs to start games. It is with no disrespect to Jorginho's performance the last two games. The guy's been brilliant. Take nothing away from that. He's been brilliant. He's shown us why he's there. He's shown us why Arteta went for him. Even though he was plan B, for me, I would have taken him. I would have made him a plan A because in where we are in terms of the season and what we need experience. We can all see the impact what these two lads has brought to the squad, Trossard and Jorginho. So for me, they were my plan A's in the first place, rather than going for players that's going to become good players. In terms of chasing the league and where we want to be, these guys is the perfect guys, and we all can see it. We all can see what they're doing. But to answer your question, Thomas Partey, he needs to start these games because he brings a different kind of aspect to our game, and he has a better relationship with Granit Xhaka, Mr. Morgan's son. He's got a better relationship with him. And he covers, although Jorginho plays a smart brand of football that suits his energy. He doesn't have that much energy, but he uses his energy to perfection by doing the basics right. So, where Partey, he can get up and down the field at ease. So that is something that suits our game. But Jorginho, I mean, it's the guy's just been brilliant for the last two games, and but Jorginho knows that he's old, and this is going to be his role. He's the guy that's going to have to be the backup for Partey. It's as simple as that.
I think Wolfie and Jitten are kind of on the same wavelength there.
Yeah, I think he was probably back up. I mean, we're still going to need someone to play in the Europa League fixtures, aren't we?
There's still a lot of games to come. There's a lot of games.
We're going to need a bit of rotation between the two, so it's good that we've got both of them available at the moment. To be honest,
and we could see the last couple of minutes. Arteta kept Jorginho on the field and brought Partey on, and he took Odegaard off. So that also, when they're all on the field, it brings that where Jorginho protects the back four, and then Partey can play in the Odegaard role also because he's up and down. He's a box-to-box midfielder. So taking Odegaard off, and then you can still have the likes of Granit Xhaka, Partey, and Jorginho on the field to see out games.
Yeah, it's an alternative to bringing on Rob.
It's
in the 85th minute, isn't it?
Oh no! Please don't say the guy's name. Please.
Right, what predictions do we have? I don't think anyone got it right, did they?
Someone in the just give me a second.
In the
there we go.
Game, someone get it right.
Yeah.
No 2-0, unfortunately. But,
yeah.
Anyway,
I think everyone expected us to score a few more goals. Clearly.
Yeah. So we are top of the table still, 2 points above City, which is good. 8 points above Man United, which is good. Did anyone see their win yesterday in the Tin Pot Cup?
I heard a saying once that winning the Carabao Cup is almost like kissing your cousin. Nothing to celebrate about. And now they're celebrating hard.
Is it a case of you getting some action, but you shouldn't tell anyone?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
They did have a pretty easy route into that final, didn't they? Didn't they play
It's true. I was just about to say that.
Every single game they played at home, and they played not great opposition in order to be able to get there. And it was only Newcastle at the end. Let's face it, they dominated that game yesterday.
But, I'm so surprised that Newcastle didn't put up a bigger fight.
I think they lost as soon as they went 1-0 down and they chased. They got hit on the counter again. And that was it. They were never going to come back from 2-0 down, I don't think.
Tell me, why is no one... I'm reading all these comments, but why is no one talking about the Trossard goal ruled out by VAR?
Oh, we're going to get onto that in a minute. Don't worry. We'll talk about that. Yeah, let's get on to the Leicester game then, shall we? While I think about it.
Sorry, that's just our points for February, and
not many of them. A bit of a mixed bag, wasn't it? February, loss, and win. Looked to be getting back on form. 2 away games as well. So, a couple of seasons ago, you'd look at the away fixtures and you go, "Well, we're not going to get any points there, are we?" Seems to have turned that around quite well, and I think the fans have got a lot to do with that as well. We can hear the fans in the away games all the time now, or most of the time now. Starting lineup: Trossard starting over Eddie. Was that a good move? Do you think, Stephen? Trossard in that false 9 position.
I kind of liked it.
Yeah.
However, I mean, I've been a fan of Nketiah for so long, and I just want him to do well. I just want him to do so well. But he kind of looks tired, and I even saw it when he came on. He wasn't chasing down as much as he does when he starts a game, and maybe he just needs a rest. But I think starting Trossard was something special, man. That can work for us.
Yeah.
Maybe with Partey starting instead. Like Rolfie was saying. If we played the same starting lineup instead of Jorginho and Partey in that position, it might be something really nice.
Kevin says that he played pretty much the way Nketiah would have done. Was he? Did he?
No, he was drifting more wide, eh?
Yeah, he got around a bit, didn't he? He's the difference I found with Trossard is he's better with the ball at his feet. He can do more with the ball at his feet. He's got better control, better first touch.
Better vision.
Yeah, that's the difference, I think. Trossard seems to be more of a Jesus type player than an Nketiah type player for me. I think Nketiah is probably a better striker, a better proper number 9. He's just lost his form a little bit at the moment. But, I think I can see what Arteta was trying to do with Trossard.
I mean, Nketiah has been really unlucky with a lot of his shots recently. Eh? Some of them he should have buried.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm not too convinced anymore.
Not too convinced about Nketiah?
No, because you can't go 4 games without scoring a goal as a striker. You have to score. If you want to be the number 9, you have to score. Jesus
had quite a bad run at one stage.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I think that's the difference, though, isn't it? It's Jesus has got more in his locker, hasn't he? He sets up goals, he creates more. You can forgive him almost for not scoring as long as other people are scoring,
because he's going to get an assist.
That was happening quite a lot, wasn't it, with Jesus, where it's not been happening so much with Eddie. We've struggled to score in these past few games.
And even when he's on the field, Saka's the target of all the attention anyway. And still he can't score. I don't know.
Are you saying that when Jesus comes back, Saka could be freed up a little bit more?
Definitely. Definitely, because he's a threat up front no matter where he is.
Jesus.
Yeah. If he drifts wide, he's going to find a pass. If he's in the center, he has a shot on goal.
Does anyone know when his return date is? Jesus.
Sometime in March.
Hey,
closer to the end of March.
That's this week. Ah, damn.
It's closer to the end of March.
No, man, then say April.
The guys, look at
Wolfie.
You went mute.
Can't hear you, Wolfie.
Wolfie, I swear it wasn't us muting you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
He's basically in training now, so he's busy getting his fitness and his knees obviously now has to adapt to twisting and turning and those kind of things. But according to Arteta, he's saying that it depends on the doctors and the physios. They need to give him the green light to say like this. He's like 100% ready now. You can take field. You can play a competitive match. He will obviously need to play a match in the second team or something. They will give him maybe a match just to see how his knee is holding up. Those kind of things, regulations. It will be about the last week in March, so we got about two games before he's back, 2-3 games max.
We've got 6 games in April, counting the Europa League matches, ties. Yeah, you don't think Europa League maybe be a good little warm up for him?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but I mean it's knockout, so it's not really a warm up now.
Do you think
there's
still no Tierney? Do you think he might get a look in on Wednesday against Everton?
It's going to be tough now.
Do you think Zinchenko's cemented his place in the first team?
Yes, I think Odegaard's performance have dropped off a little bit in the last 2 games. I'm a bit worried about Odegaard than anything else.
Really?
He's not taking chances. The ball is running past his feet. I don't know what's up with the lad. He's dropped a little bit of form.
Do you think he's been playing too many minutes?
It could be. But it's difficult now. Would you bring in his to play that role?
Would you bring back Smith Rowe now that Smith Rowe's come back from injury?
Smith Rowe is back. These are all options. Vieira's another option. So but we need our captain to be at his best. We need the guy. We all know what the guy can do on his day. But guys like Smith Rowe and Vieira, they have their parts to play. They need to play too. And especially Smith Rowe, he's a goal-scoring midfielder, so we'll welcome him back.
Oh yeah,
a good impact player, I would say.
Yep, of course.
Should be good off the bench. Do you think he'll play in the Europa League? Do you think that'll be the first team test for Smith Rowe?
I don't know, because I want us to throw everything we have at the first game. So maybe the second game.
Are you prioritising the Europa League? Are you, Stephen?
No. But we're in the knockout rounds, man. We can go all the way. Why not? We're playing so well this season. Yes, I want everybody to get a chance to play, and we have the depth when everyone's fit. But at least throw everybody at the first game.
There's
a question here from Warren, which is, do we trust playing Fabio in Odegaard's place?
Are you with Fabio Vieira?
Yeah.
Yes.
We gotta look. What's gonna happen if the guy gets injured? Somebody gotta have to step up.
Smith Rowe.
That's why it's look with Jorginho there. You can play Jorginho, Partey, you can play Vieira also there, because Jorginho will protect the back four more than what Partey can do, and Partey can be playing a more advanced role to help back and forth. And then Vieira, I mean, that is his role. He plays. He's a similar player, but he plays on the wings more often. But he can adapt into these kind of roles. We will need to play there.
He played well in that.
Odegaard can't play every 90 minutes. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can play the Xhaka position also.
Would you
it's difficult. He's gonna have to.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to play these guys.
Would you play Smith Rowe in Odegaard's position and maybe Vieira in Xhaka's position? Give those two players a rest. Try that sort of combination, and maybe Jorginho is back up for Partey. Have a midfield three of Jorginho, Vieira, and Smith Rowe.
Yeah.
It
can work.
Wait, did we drop Xhaka now?
Xhaka's on holiday.
Yeah. We never dropped him. We're giving him a rest for the big games. We're giving the lad a rest, man.
I heard he's going to your house, Morgan.
Listen, I haven't seen my son for a while. Yeah.
I just want to say something to Alex. Can you remember a couple of weeks back you said that it was getting too stale? Arteta was getting too stale with his substitutions that he kept on replacing Trossard, Martinelli for Trossard every week. Am I correct?
Yeah.
And he kind of, I wouldn't say listen to you, but he obviously saw.
He always listens to me.
and never to me, man. He obviously saw that something was wrong there. With Trossard in the team, it opened up more space for Martinelli to drop in the Nketiah role or in a more advanced striking role, because Trossard went in the Martinelli role, and then it kind of put the defenders in a panic mode, because you got two guys on your left hand side, dangerous players with the ball, good at their feet, and it was difficult to mark the two of them. We could see with the goal also that it was difficult to mark those two guys, especially when they're running on the left.
Yeah,
it was hard to mark all three of them, because Trossard would swap with Saka often as well.
Exactly.
All of a sudden he's on the right hand side and Saka's in the middle.
Yeah. And as Alex said, Trossard he gets into these dangerous positions, and he doesn't lose the ball. He's very, very technically gifted, and he can thread those through balls that Nketiah couldn't. And he obviously, like you said, he supported both Saka and Martinelli, so they could go do their business. Because we've all seen how Martinelli was starved of the way he wants to play, because there wasn't a lot of support at his side. But now with Trossard in, it's kind of freeing up the Martinelli to, and we saw what he did over the weekend.
Question from Brandon, which was, should we start Turner over Ramsdale for the Europa League games?
Yes.
Yeah, why not?
Yes, he's a top class goalkeeper. He's basically in the team. He's supposed to be starting in the Europa League. Definitely.
There are some people that say that Turner might lose his place in the American first team if he doesn't get more game time. Do you think that there's a risk of him leaving Arsenal to get more regular game time at the end of the season?
It just came here now. I mean, who's he going to lose his place to? Who's the American number 2? Who's the guy?
I don't know. I think it's someone playing in the Championship, isn't it?
Someone who's getting regular game time.
Turner's he's a very, very good goalkeeper. I agree with you. You should be starting. I agree with you that he should be starting. But if you're going to go to a top club like Arsenal, you're going to have to be competitive, and you need to fight for that number 1 jersey.
I think if we were in the cup competitions, he would be starting, wouldn't he? If we were in the FA Cup, if we were in the Carabao Cup, he'd be starting those games, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he's a very, very good goalkeeper, highly rated. But he will be starting in the European games, definitely.
Yeah.
And I mean, he started every cup game for us as well.
Exactly.
Before we got knocked out. source through the groups. I think he's very good.
Any more questions from the audience?
There've been a couple here. The question, obviously, about whether Turner should take over from Ramsdale, but there was also a question about perhaps swapping, because as you guys have been saying, Martinelli and Trossard seem to be, kind of moving to each other positions while they're playing. And should we think about? Here we go. Gavin Fabry wants to know, how about Martinelli up front this weekend and Trossard down the wing? And we're not just talking about the weekend, we're talking about Wednesday. I think we have a game on Wednesday.
Yeah, it's Everton Wednesday, yeah. I think playing both of them gives us more options in attack. It makes us more difficult to play against. It's almost like having Jesus back, to be honest. There are more options. That's my opinion. I don't know necessarily about Trossard down the wing and Martinelli up front, but having both of them and Saka on the pitch at the same time, it doesn't matter where they play, what position they're in, for me. But I don't know, what do you guys think?
Well, while you're pondering that question, obviously that's a tough one. Here is one from Guna Matters, who says VAR has been poor. I think they've been poor with us, most Arsenal fans seem to think.
Yeah.
How does the red yellow card then change to red, then go to monitor and change to red? When will it change? That's the VAR question in general. Has VAR been very harsh on us?
It has showed that if you go down to stats, it shows that they have been harsh. They cost us about 7 points. The Man United game, they confessed they made a mistake. The Brentford game, they confessed they made a mistake. It could have cost us this weekend 100% penalty from Saka. They seem to you see that binoculars that Trossard has. He does this. These guys. It's why wasn't it reviewed? Why wasn't the Saka penalty reviewed? What happened there? I mean, no one could see that White held the goalkeeper's hand, or maybe just. Yes. I don't know. For me, that's a beautiful goal that's just been disallowed. Yeah. It's ridiculous. I mean, if we look back, what Aston Villa did to our goalkeeper when they manhandled the guy couldn't even turn his neck, and they gave the goal. So I said it in the past. The evidence is there that they have an agenda against Arsenal. It's happening every weekend.
I think it seems to be that way.
It's getting ridiculous.
I think there's a ruling that if a goal is scored, VAR can intervene. But if a goal is not scored, it depends on I don't know. It has been very uneven in when they decide to review things.
Any goal scoring opportunity is supposed to be reviewed.
It's supposed to be reviewed.
It wasn't a goal scoring opportunity. It's.
The guy was taken out.
Don't worry if we lose the title by 3 to 4 points. The guys will send an apology. All good. Well, with Lee Mason losing his job, do you think that's the sign of the start of there being more accountability?
And why lie about it? Why tell us that it was a mutual? You fired the guy. Just tell us you fired him. Okay, just tell us. You can be honest for once. Be honest. Okay. You fired him because he's not good at his job, or you found out that he's actually favoriting, his United.
That's true. Could be.
Don't ask them to be honest. They'll tell you there's an agenda against Arsenal.
They should look. They try. Look at. I think they should give Lee Mason's job to Ian Wright, man. I mean, we'll get some more points there.
Warren is praying that things get sorted.
You're a job there in the right way.
I don't know.
He might actually be the most biased person towards Arsenal ever. So yeah, let's have him right on VAR.
I mean, when can your manager? Because Arsenal get handed fines for I don't know, unsportsmanlike conduct or whatever.
It's almost every game now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Everybody else in the league can act any way they want.
Yeah.
Okay, any way they want. But then when does the responsibility fall on Arsenal? When does the club go to the FA and say, listen, the evidence is clear. We see it every week. You are not doing your job. Do something.
You see,
about it.
You see what Arteta did. They are respect Arteta. You shouldn't be scared to speak.
Yeah.
Irrespective of fines and sanctions and all these things. Arteta said it in the press conference. It's not a mistake. It's somebody that don't know how to do their job. That is 100% correct. That is the way you need to handle these kind of things. You need to come out and be ruthless. These people need to take accountability because it can cost us the league. It can cost us. It can cost
an apology. Oh, he forgot.
And
then
it can cost you the league.
So obviously, he didn't forget. He's bad at his job.
It's just. It's now people are saying take VAR away. It is not. VAR is technology. Yes, it's as Wenger said. You have to use technology to the best of to its ability, but it's been misused. It's not the systems isn't been followed. Like simple things, you forgot to draw lines. It's ridiculous.
It must be.
It is
there
ridiculous.
Should be a list of standards that you must uphold. Offside lines must be drawn because obviously you need the line to check. Okay. If there's a goal scoring opportunity, doesn't matter if there was a goal or not, you must review. And if the captain of the team has come up to the referee and say, you need a review, you must review. Simple.
Exactly. And it's not just about a lot of these situations is like when players surround the ref, now they put him under pressure and then they go and review it. It should not be the case. Do your job. These people that's watching, there's about 6 people watching the game, they're reviewing it, they have the technology, they're supposed to communicate to the ref, you miss something, when we feel that it's a penalty, go have a look. Simple as that. It's ridiculous.
Last question, actually from Gavin. Why don't we let Xhaka take more free kicks with Odegaard out of form?
Shaka boom.
Do you think he should? Do you think he should take more free kicks? Because Odegaard's hasn't been great recently.
He should, yeah. He should.
He lined one up against Leicester from what would be perfect range, and absolutely just what made a right mess of it. Just kicked it along the floor, didn't he? And there was someone lay on the floor as well, weren't there?
Was they? I thought they had abandoned left line. I thought they abandoned. I thought hit someone, but I wasn't sure there was someone on the floor. Yeah.
But you need to Odegaard needs a break. Somebody needs to step up in his position. As you guys said, we got to see what the guy can do. We need to play the guy. Otherwise, we're going to burn Odegaard out.
Yeah, maybe just need that bit of a rest, I think. Moving on, guys, because we're running out of time. Let's hit the quiz. Did anyone get the anagram,
yes,
by the way?
Someone did. I'm gonna go. Can I show the answer?
No,
the person did right at the start. Right at the start. I'm just gonna find it quickly. Just give me a second with my old man eyes. It was Neil Swartz.
Neil Swartz.
Can I show it?
Yeah. I think Gunnar Matters has just got it as well. Top job.
Yeah.
There he is. Remember that guy?
Yeah.
He's a coach of Rangers.
Is he?
Good guy. He's the coach of Rangers.
Okay.
Good player, plays at Barcelona too.
Right, next question. In the 2017-2018 season, the Arsenal managed to score 10 goals against Everton over the two Premier League clashes. Which of these starting 11 players listed here in alphabetical order scored 4 goals over those two ties, including a hat-trick? Was it A, Alexander Lacazette, B, Alexis Sanchez, or C, Aaron Ramsey? No Googling.
B.
Alexis Sanchez? Wolves are going for Alexis Sanchez, Steve?
I'm going to go with Ramsey.
You're going to go with Ramsey. Audience?
I'm waiting to see the audience. Good Shafi, a couple of C's, a couple of B's. No one thought that Lacazette scored a hat-trick against them. It's all B's and C's. Gavin says Sanchez, Nazim says Sanchez, Niels says Ramsey, Shafiq is Sanchez, Jitin says Ramsey, and the answer is...
It is Aaron Ramsey.
Yes.
Well done to those who got it right.
We beat them 6-1 one of
them. Yeah, come on. Yeah, no.
It was actually 5-1 and 5-0, I think. I seem to recall. Yeah.
Should we wheel him back on for Wednesday? Is he still playing football now, or is he retired now, or is he still going?
Ramsey.
Did he go to Marseille? Did he go to France? Is he in France? Marseille or somewhere? Did he? I don't know. Anyway, question 3. So who am I? I am one of only 2 Arsenal players in the squad for Saturday's league win over Leicester. Who was also in the starting lineup for the Gunners' single loss over 13 league and cup clashes to AFC Bournemouth. I started in that defeat that came in a Premier League tie on 14th of January 2018. I am not Granit Xhaka.
I said there are 2. I said there were 2.
There's not that many left.
Gotta be Holding.
Wolf is saying Holding, Stephen?
Yeah,
could be Holding.
Yeah.
Any of the audience? The audience, it usually takes a few seconds. Gavin says Holding, yes. Everybody seems to be comfortable. Yeah. So there we go.
Yeah, it is Rob Holding.
Warren said it was El Neni. El Neni was not even on our bench, unfortunately, on Saturday, Warren.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the end of the quiz. So looking at the weeks ahead, we have Everton coming up. Then we've got Bournemouth on the Saturday. And then we've got Sporting away, Fulham away, and then Sporting at home, and then Palace. We'll start with the league first, the league games. Are we doing predictions out of these 12 points?
I just want to answer this. I want to answer this of the lads. Can they hear you that there's something wrong with you? There's something wrong on your side. Is it or is it just me?
Whose sound?
I don't know. Can everyone hear me?
Alex is not talking around.
I can hear Alex clearly.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you hear him clearly?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just you.
Sorry, Wolfie.
Sorry, Wolfie.
You sound like a...
What, an Englishman?
He did used to live in Mitchell's Plain.
We get the sun right.
We have to give him credit for having lived in Mitchell's Plain.
Guys, out of those 12 points, what are we going to get?
Oh. A lot of people said 13 and 12 and 15 for February. So let's see. If
I'm not allowed to make a guess. My guessing days are over.
Stephen, you figure 12. Stephen, you figure we've got 12 in the bag. Lots of home games.
You go for max points, are we?
Yeah, I don't.
Winnable games, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly. And everybody's coming back, and Party's back. Jesus is, and you know, when your starting striker knows that the actual number one is coming back, he's going to up his game. So Nketiah will be scoring goals for sure. I think.
Are we worried that Everton is going to be a bit of a banana peel again, or was that just? Do I see it a bit of a flashing? They're lighting in the bottle that day, and they're not going to repeat that performance? Or do you think that Everton could potentially hurt us again?
Look, I'm obviously a bit nervous because of the last game. But new manager, I mean, they even said it when the commentators were talking about how he put them through the paces this whole week leading up to this match. And I think they were just more hungry on the day than us. But they won't do it again.
Fair enough. Are we going through to the next round of the Europa League?
Do we want to?
Do we want to? That is a good question.
Do
we want to?
Well, I want Arteta to win as much as he can.
It'd be nice to have a European trophy, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I got to say, we haven't had one since '94. That's quite a long time. And
it will stop whoever was supposed to get that Champions League spot instead.
If you had to pick one, then if you had to pick one, Stephen, League or Europa?
League.
Wolfie?
Yeah. If we...
Are you still sorting out your sound, Wolfie?
Wolfie, League or Europa?
Something wrong with my sound, man.
No, we can hear you, Wolfie.
We can hear you.
We can't
hear me. It's a garbled mess. Can you hear us?
Wolfie.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
Wolfie says League.
A lot of people are saying League, definitely.
League, yeah, I think so. It'd be great to win the league. We could win the Champions League next season.
Yeah.
Right, guys. Arsenal, Everton, Liverpool, Wolves coming up midweek as well.
I'm going to avoid. Should I just skip this slide? It's a very
not good. It doesn't read very well, does it? That
I do not understand it. The logic of it I don't understand how that came to be. And then somewhere in the middle, we beat them. We thrashed them 5-1. So
we demolished them at the end of last season. They looked absolutely rubbish at the end of last season, and we destroyed them. But other than that, it's not been good, has it? So back to winning ways, hopefully. Other games, So we're up against Bournemouth at the weekend as well. City Newcastle, that'd be an interesting one because Newcastle dominated that first game. And then I think they drew 3-3 in the end, didn't they? That'll be an interesting one.
Pissed off losing the Carabao Cup to a Manchester team.
But they've also been dropping points.
They've not had a lot of wins recently, have they?
And they're letting in a lot more goals, I think.
Yeah.
So not quite as the fortress that they were kind of earlier in the season.
Yeah.
Liverpool, Man United, that'll be a saucy one. Chelsea Leeds, the battle of the relegation teams. Be interesting.
Drag Chelsea down. You've dragged Chelsea into that race now.
A little bit of a low-key London derby there with Brentford against Fulham as well. Other than that, nothing much.
Do you think Liverpool will do us a favour? Do you think Liverpool... Because I'm not sure about others, but I'm a little worried about Man United sort of hitting a bit of form, and I'm wondering whether Liverpool can do us a favour and just slow them down a bit
of form.
Squash them a little bit.
Yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be nice for a Nunes hat trick or something that to shut them up for a little while.
What did they say? Real Madrid humbled Liverpool the other day. Maybe Liverpool can humble United for us.
That'd be nice. If only Liverpool could defend. Bournemouth looking. Our results against Bournemouth have been a lot better than against Everton. I think we've won 4 out of the last 5. I think we've got a slide on our recent form, have we?
Yes, we
Morgan?
do. Yeah.
There we are. Yeah. So let's hope that form continues and we'll get all win-win, draw, win-win. Hopefully not draw. Hopefully it's another win. Right, predictions, guys. What are we saying against Everton? Stephen, you go first.
Just give me a second, Stephen. I just have to get to my
What happened to
slides.
Wolfie?
I don't know if Wolfie's still there. Wolfie, are you there still?
I think he's probably just he's having connection problems, I think, so it's just dropped off.
Okay.
I'll say 3-1 Arsenal.
I'm going to go with a 2-0, because why not?
And then I will go. Sorry, I'm Nazim. Nazim, I'm you today.
Nazim.
Yes.
Bournemouth.
4-0.
Woo!
Oof. Battering Bournemouth. Let's hope so.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with a 3-1 against Bournemouth.
You're concerned about our defensive.
Maybe
just because. Wait.
5-0. Oh, 5-1. Also concerned about defensive frailties.
No, I figured it's going to be an open game. We'll let one in. Yeah.
Right. Let's hope we get some of those scores right, and we win both those games. And yeah. A question there from Brandon.
Oh, what's Brandon's
this?
question?
Sorry.
There we go. I think we're both trying to.
Yeah. Sorry. Do you think we can go unbeaten across the next few matches mentioned here? I think we sort of.
12.
I think we answered that question a little bit earlier when we were looking at the points. I'm not allowed to comment, so but I think Stephen said maximum 12 points out of the next 4 fixtures. I think
obviously
they're certainly winnable, aren't they? Yeah.
We have a very unusual prediction there from Gunnar Matters, who says that we'll. I don't know. I think 2-2.
2-2.
Interesting.
Against Everton. He believes that Everton will. Yeah.
Right. That about rounds it up. Don't forget to go onto our website, arsenalcapetown.coza, where you can find the predictor game and various other bits and pieces on there. The online leaderboard for the predictor game looks a bit like this.
I'm going to find it now.
So Bevan's now in the lead with 53 points. Well done, Bevan. Did Bevan get the score right?
He got the score right for the Leicester game, yes. The only one.
Nice. Yeah, well done, Bevan, for getting that one right. And the winner of the question of the show, who's that going to go to,
Alex,
Morgan?
I was going to hope you were going to choose one.
Do you know what? Gavin had a fair few questions that were pretty good throughout the show. So not particularly singling out any particular question, but thanks for your input, Gavin, and I think you should get the prize. So get in touch with Warren.
You can do so via Facebook if you need to.
Yeah, by Facebook if you need, and go pick up the prize from the pub. It's a selection of prizes. There's the beer glasses, set of beer glasses. There's the beanie, and there is what's the other one? Pirates voucher as well. Yes. So take your pick on those ones. Great. Don't forget to check out Ronnie's podcast. And that is all for tonight. Thanks very much for coming on the show, Stephen. And thanks, Wolfie, even though you dropped off.
Wolfie, in absentia to Wolfie, I will send him a WhatsApp and thank him.
Yeah, excellent. And thanks for all of your input, everyone that's been in the audience. Thanks for all your questions and stuff. Brilliant.
Lots of questions today. Lots.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, I couldn't show everyone's comment and highlight everyone's questions. So yeah, but thank you for the input.
Yeah. Great stuff. All right. Thanks, guys, and we shall see you next week after 2 wins, hopefully.
2 wins.
Cheers. Have a good one. Bye.